The walls of South Africa's justice system are shaking tonight as Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, the police commissioner of KwaZulu-Natal, makes explosive allegations that some of Gauteng's judges are working hand in hand with drug gangs. His words have lit a firestorm, raising questions that cut right into the heart of the nation's trust in law and order. For those unfamiliar with this unfolding drama, here's the background. On July 6th, Mkhwanazi stood before the media and spoke words that stunned the country. He claimed that parts of South Africa's judiciary, the very institution meant to uphold the law, had allegedly been compromised by criminal networks. It was a claim so heavy, so dangerous, that it immediately forced the office of the Chief Justice, known as the OCJ, to step forward with a sharp response. The OCJ issued a statement that was as firm as it was urgent. They reminded Mkhwanazi and the entire country that accusations without evidence are not only reckless, they can be destructive. Without proof, they said, these kinds of allegations could erode public confidence in an already fragile justice system. South Africans, who have long been frustrated by corruption, political murders, and delayed justice, were left torn between two emotions: anger at the possibility of deep-seated corruption and fear that the truth may never be proven. But Mkhwanazi did not stop there. In the same breath, he accused certain politicians of blocking investigations into political assassinations in KwaZulu-Natal. Suddenly, the story was not just about corruption in the judiciary. It became about politicians, judges, and criminals, all allegedly tied together in a tangled web that threatens the very core of democracy. The Office of the Chief Justice made its position clear. If Mkhwanazi truly has evidence, it must be handed over to the Judicial Service Commission or the Magistrates Commission. These are the only legal bodies that can investigate and act against judges. Words alone, they said, are not enough. Evidence must speak louder than claims. Yet here lies the dilemma. If Mkhwanazi is right, and he does hold proof of judicial corruption, this could shake the nation to its foundation. Judges are meant to be the guardians of the law, the final shield against abuse of power. If they are compromised, then where can ordinary citizens turn for justice? But if Mkhwanazi cannot provide the evidence, the fallout could be just as devastating. His credibility as a police leader could be destroyed, and the public may lose even more faith in the institutions sworn to protect them. Across the country, people are asking, what motivated Mkhwanazi to speak out now? Was this an act of courage, exposing a hidden truth? Or was it a dangerous gamble, where unproven claims risk plunging South Africa into deeper mistrust and division? Civic organizations have already begun to respond. Some praise him for daring to speak out against the shadows of corruption that so many South Africans suspect but rarely see exposed in public. Others caution that reckless claims can ignite panic and weaken the fight against real corruption. Legal experts, too, have weighed in. They warn that unless Mkhwanazi presents hard, undeniable proof, he may not only tarnish his own name but also damage the reputation of the South African Police Service. A blow to his credibility could embolden criminals, silence whistleblowers, and make it harder for the public to trust the next person who tries to expose corruption. And yet, the judiciary has not remained silent. The OCJ insists it will not allow its reputation to be unfairly dragged through the mud. But it has also stated clearly that it is ready to take decisive action if wrongdoing is proven. In other words, the ball is now firmly in Mkhwanazi's court. The timing of these allegations also cannot be ignored. South Africa is at a crossroads. Political tensions are high, corruption scandals have eroded public trust, and violent crime continues to haunt communities. For many, Mkhwanazi's words echo their deepest fears, that justice itself has been captured, that those in power are more interested in protecting themselves than protecting the people. Imagine being an ordinary citizen in this moment, watching the nightly news, hearing that judges and politicians might be linked to drug lords and murder cover-ups. How would you feel? Shocked? Betrayed? Or perhaps unsurprised, given how many scandals South Africa has endured over the years? Let me ask you directly. If this happened in your country, in your own community, how would you respond? Would you rally behind the whistleblower? Or Would you demand proof before believing such claims? Reactions from ordinary South Africans have already been pouring in online. Some express rage, saying they always suspected corruption ran this deep. Others call for calm, warning that the country cannot afford to crumble under rumors without proof. The division is clear, but so is the urgency. Something must be done. The stakes are enormous. If Mkhwanazi presents evidence, it could trigger one of the most explosive parliamentary investigations in South Africa's democratic history. Judges could be removed. Politicians could face charges. And the credibility of the justice system could be rebuilt, brick by brick, through transparency and accountability. But if he cannot, if no proof is brought forward, then the opposite may happen. Trust could collapse further. Citizens may feel even more powerless. And those who benefit from corruption may walk away laughing, untouchable in their seats of power. So the question now hangs heavy in the air. Will Mkhwanazi rise as a hero who exposed the truth, or fall as a cautionary tale of reckless accusations? For now, all eyes remain fixed on him. The Chief Justice has demanded answers. Parliament may soon demand them too. And the people of South Africa, weary but watching, are demanding nothing less than the truth. Did you expect this twist? A top police commissioner challenging the integrity of judges and politicians in the same breath? This is not just another political scandal. It is a battle for the soul of South Africa's democracy. A battle between truth and rumor, between evidence and suspicion, between courage and caution. And as this story unfolds, one thing is certain. The outcome will not just affect politicians or judges. It will affect every South African who dares to hope for a country where justice is real and not just a word written on paper. If you believe this story matters, then make your voice heard. Like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, and tell us, do you believe Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi is revealing a hidden truth, or is he playing a dangerous game without proof? And don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more powerful, real-life stories that uncover the truth behind the headlines. Because the story of South Africa's fight for justice is far from over.